Yeah, I liked what little I saw of Baron playing it. It looked interesting. It's been on my watch list, and Vama was extremely kind and gifted it to me on my birthday. So we will be checking this out. The only thing that seemed a little maybe against it was it kind of looks like maybe it's the same thing but with multiple skins. That it's kind of redo the same thing again and again. Anyway. Let's get to it. Good. All looks existent. Aside from that it eats my cursor. Hello and welcome to the Ball Plays Inscryption, a game that had been on my watch list for a while, having seen a stream that I enjoy, Baron Von Pone playing it. At least some. Channel viewer Vommer was kind enough to... Ooh, there's a fly. Was kind enough to gift it to me for my birthday. So I'm going to be checking it out. Apparently, though, there is no new game. So we must continue. You got this audio? Yes. Another challenger. It has been ages. Perhaps you've forgotten how the game is played. Let me remind you. Play the squirrel. Now play your stoat. How? Clicking the thing that has an S and it's not doing anything. It wants me to press S? Okay. Keyboard S, not click the big flashy button on the screen, which is perhaps poorly indicated. Stoat costs 1 blood. Sacrifices must be made. An honourable death. Play the stoat. Wolves require 2. You simply don't have enough. Ring the bell to end your turn and commence combat. Your stoat is unopposed. The number on the bottom left is its attack. It has dealt me a damage and has been added to the scale. You win if you tip the scale all the way down on my side. Like this. My turn, so we have to do 5 bits of damage. Coyote. Your stoat stands in the way of my coyote. Might be a little scary. My coyote deals 2 damage to the stoat. My stoat lives. Your stoat now has 2 less health. If it reaches 0, it dies. Your turn once more. You may draw. How dull. Okay. That is all? You know you can play more than 1 card per turn. Because you are learning, I will pass. Again, the choice. A random card from your deck, or the certainty of a squirrel. River Snapper. No, I was trying to read it. Oh well, goodbye friends. Fear not, the beast is sacrificed, but not removed from your deck. Can I not put it over here? Yes. We have Myrtle the Turtle. 1/6. Put a weight on the scale. Pass. Squirrel. Was I not clear? You can play a squirrel and sacrifice it on the same time. Yeah, but I'm not sacrificing my turtle game. You've won this match. They won't all be this easy. Let me recall to you your story. Good job, Myrtle. You were lost deep in the forest with Shia LaBeouf. A single path revealed itself. Two denizens of the forest approached you tentatively. The caustic adder, damage from its poison bite, is always lethal. Quiet? Am I too soft? The undying cat, sacrificing it doesn't kill it. Infinite sacrifice. Ah, Shia LaBeouf. Quiet. Okay, yes. He joins your caravan. Some of the creatures of the forest seemed willing to follow you. You came across an abandoned shack. You found a squirrel in a bottle. Break it in case of an emergency. Here, have a second. This is another useful implement. I'll allow you to tip the scales with it. 3 is as many as you can carry. That's a nice boulder. You were ambushed while crossing some rough terrain. Thank you, Scouty boy. You sacrificed me while I was sleeping. It was the right play, I get it. Maybe you'll help me? I'll play along for now. Fledgling. Behold the rulebook. A card bearing this sigil will grow into a more powerful form after 1 turn on the board. So the little time thing. Many lives. It doesn't perish. Can I look at more? Mighty Leap. Okay, it's essentially reach from magic. I don't want to look at my hand. I want to look at the board state. I want to understand what this thing is. Why aren't I allowed to... Okay, there we go. Look at it. Wolf Cub gets stronger. So I need to attack it, ideally, which means we would like to lose our boulder. Can we sacrifice the boulder? No, the boulder is unsacrificable. Fair enough. Trying to get blood from a stone? Yes! You can't draw blood from the boulder. Well... Okay. Mind the ambitious wolf cub. It ages quickly. I need more squirrels. Oh, the cat also needs one. Then no. We go squirrel. Squirrel becomes cat. And we're happy. The airborne bat flies over creatures to attack directly. Roll for weather. It's a nice day, Decoy. Maybe a little chilly in the evening. Another squirrel. And now we can play these two. Okay, Myrtle the turtle is victorious. We can have our own wolf, but that would require killing Mr. Stoat. I guess we're sacrificing Mr. Stoat. Why did that not need me to sacrifice Cat? Maybe it didn't, it just came back. Yeah, they're shaking in fear. Squirrel and then wolf. Yeah, the cat has the I come back to life when you sacrifice me thing. But it kind of just didn't disappear long enough for me to believe that it had been sacrificed. You have prevailed and trekked onwards past the now bloodied terrain. A wolf cub who grows into a stronger wolf, or the sparrow, an inexpensive if feeble flying creature. No. Give me big stompy creatures. You stumbled onto some strange stones in the mist. You were compelled to choose a worthy sacrifice, one that will be lost forever. Cat or wolf cub? I like my cat. We haven't used wolf cub yet, but I guess we'll sacrifice wolf cub. You looked upon the menagerie and selected a healthy host. Pick me, says the stoat. Alright. I'll be... What an honor. A ghastly spectacle, but the soul of the wolf cub now lives in the stoat. Does that even mean? Behold my totem. It inscribes my canine cards with the airborne sigil. Okay, so your dogs now fly, sure. Squirrel. Both of those are too expensive, but we can do cat. My totem has granted the coyote the power of flight. Ow, 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 ow. We're very much about to die. You have lost. Using this as a learning opportunity may be the only way to mitigate my disappointment. Get up from the table. Fetch me the candlestick atop the barrel besides the door. Okay, we move around in a very... Bring it here. In a very Nancy Drew way. I brought it here. Now sit back down. Let me explain something to you. That was one of the two mistakes you can make here. If you make another, I must sacrifice you. Where were we? The bullfrog. Okay, so a flying blocker. Stinky skunk. Its stench reduces the strength of the enemy, but by how much? And a good old wolf. Well, we've just been beaten by flying. Maybe frog is the way to go. Campfire or weird symbol? Weird symbol. Another sacrifice-o thingy. So we put down cat. We could make infinitely comes back to life turtle. Can a thing have two things? Could it be comes back to life and blocking frog? Let's find out. Cat frog. One fine day with a woof and a purr, a baby was born and it caused a little stir. No blue buzzard, no three-eyed frog, but an amphibian feline little cat frog? Don't keeps the buff? Yeah, I think it's like put ability of other card into other card. So like we put the wolf's growing into the stoat. We put the cat's infinitely sacrificable onto the frog. Grizzly does way too much damage. Squirrel, and then stoat. Bear absolutely mauls us, but stoat has gotten bigger. He's now a 2/5. I mean, I just have to sacrifice something there, or else we're not going to do anything. I don't see a lot of point of putting down the frog. So go. Can I beat bear just by chain sacrificing squirrel? The answer seems to be yes. The power of squirrel blockers. With enough chomp blockers, anything is possible. Let's go this way. We can have sparrow, cat, or wolf. I want more cat. Backpack is full. You already have 3. Perhaps you will accept this gift, Karibo. Oh, hello, pack rat. The prudent pack rat. It's a bit of a shame they put so much filler between the sleeping bits. It ruined the game. Never doubt the utility of a well-stocked pack. What does pack symbol do? We have no idea. The trees seemed to close in around you as a chill descended. In the distance you hear the clinking of metal on stone. A hobbled figure stood in your path. Hee-haw! 'Twas the prospector! He's an easy boss. The mule is key. Sprinter. At the end of the owner's turn, it moves in that direction. Okay. Oh, the coyote is defeatable. going to try the bullfrog and hope that we can then sacrifice it and something else next turn. Oh, it didn't hurt the coyote. Well, that's on me not understanding how that works. I thought I'd be able to attack things in the back row. Could I have sacked Weasel out too? I don't know. I guess we will use one of our emergency squirrels. Go Yertle the turtle. Yeah, squirrel becomes stoat. Are you sure? Yes. I have nothing to sacrifice cat for. Seems fine. Elder Stout? Elder Stoat, yes. I guess I have to just sacrifice the squirrel here. Same again. Which gives me a whole bunch of things. Dang nabbit, my mule! Mole. When an empty space would be struck, a card bearing the sigil moves to that space to receive the strike instead. So he's gonna absorb the hits from my Yertle the turtle? And what is in our hand? Porcupine. Sharp quills. Okay, so it has spikes, essentially. Which is very... No, but I want to read the rest of this card, thank you. Elk also does moving. Stinky skunk. Squirrel cat. Well, I like the look of squirrel into porcupine. Draw a card, fine. Pack rat. Can we find out what this does? Trinket bearer. You get a trinket as long as your pack isn't full. Ah, so he lets us replenish these. Squirrel, and then Spiky Boy. Okay, so Mole is like multi-block. I guess there's no reason not to use our new pack rat. We'll have to give up Yertle the turtle. Which gives me scissors. Cut up one of your adversary's cards. It is completely destroyed. Right. This time we want to do as much damage as possible. But nothing I can do actually improves my damage. Yeah, so we just accept that. I hope you didn't think it would be so easy. There's gold in them there cards. He turns all our stuff into nuggets. Gold! I've struck gold! Can I sacrifice them? no room for that card. Can I cut them? What does this do? So I'm screwed. I literally... Okay. Well, time to find out how stinky Mr. Skunk is. He's only one level of stinky. When an opposing creature is placed opposite to an empty space, the card bearing the sigil will move to the empty space. Okay, so he teleports around to block, sure. Hail Pizza Nod, welcome. Doggo, doggo, do. I can't afford any of the other things. So we just squirrel chomp. And that'll do. Forced to squirrel chomp. I guess I could cut up your dog. The battle has taken a toll. Your supply of new creatures is exhausted. Starvation sets in. Starvation. Okay. Oh, good lord. Well, emergency squirrel. Actually, don't I win if I do this? Or am I still one short? No, I'm still one short. You win. Okay. All gold for me. So it feels kind of gotcha that he wins with a mechanic that we hadn't been exposed to before. Like, the game hadn't explained starvation or whatnot before, so... Feels a bit... Gotcha. You aren't dead yet. This isn't purgatory, though you might think of it that way. Before you expire, a favor. I would like a momentum. Your very own death card. It's plain at the moment. We'll work together to amend it. I want this to be the perfect memento for you. Here are some cards from your mediocre deck. We can put them to good use. Choose a card to draw the cost from, then only cat. We will use another. This time we will use its power and health. Well, the dog and the dog are the only two choices we have, so out of dog and dog I choose dog. We will now choose a card from which to extract the sigils. So do I want free stuff? Or do I want possibly both of those? I don't know if it's going to do both, so let's try both. A sigil of mighty leap and many lives. It does work. I never did ask your name, Blobber. There is now but one final matter, the portrait. Complete your first death card. Are you ready? No need to smile. Here we go again. Perhaps this time you can understand the bones. Use Ugly Cat, a resourceful opossum. It costs 2 bones. You gain a bone when a creature dies, for any reason. What have you got on the board, friend? You have Rattler. 3 damage is a lot. I don't want to sacrifice my Stoat. So I guess Squirrel into Stoat. In the death of your creature, you have gained a bone. You will not lose it until it is spent or the battle ends. Okay. Stoat go. Rattler, ouch. You. Use the emergency squirrel. We can squirrel, wolf. Which also gives us enough bones to play possum. How brutal of you. You dealt me more damage than you needed to. In my games, these feats are awarded. A tooth to keep for each extra damage dealt. The Trapper might be interested in your spoils. I forgot your figurine. Get up and fetch it for me. Besides the safe. Safe. This thing looks like a safe. Safe was jiggling. Here you go. The meager coyote, but what did you expect for only 4 bones? Rattler. A brittle creature, once past its monstrous fangs. 6 bones. Or cockroach. The unkillable cockroach. It returns to your hand after dying. No, I like the sound of infinite cockroach. You're free to get up again. Keep the blood flowing. A gust from this may lift your creatures into the air, but only for a turn. So do I want another free 1 damage on the scale? Or 1 turn of free block, or a free squirrel? I feel like the squirrel is the best. A rock could get you out of a hard place. Infinite choco... Wait, no. I'll take the boulder. Feeling overburdened? Carry on. There's a way out. Somewhere in this cabin. Be silent, I will tear you to shreds. Stoat looks unhappy. You cannot draw a card on your first turn. And what have you got happening? You've got Wolf Cub. Neat that it has mod support. This is my bullfrog without the infinite lives thing? Actually, Stoat should be okay here. But let's just... Okay. Alpha. Adjacent creatures gain 1 power. No, I want a squirrel. We squirrel you. Let me bullfrog the squirrel, which lets us defeat the wolf cub. squirrel. Could play our own wolf. Okay. If you desire it, you may stand. It will allow me time to plan. See why? Ada? Myself? Or mole? The omnipresent mole. It burrows and emerges to block any landborne attacker. How could I not go with myself? Got the Enhanso thing, rest, or backpack. But our backpack is full. It's got such a nice picture of me. So let's go to the Enhanso thing. So we could add cockroach to me. And then I can be... If I die, I come back and I'm infinitely sacrificable. I don't know how those two would work together. The Stoat wants me to power him up more. On the other hand, if we do Possum, Possum dies, gives us a bone, lets us more or less replay Possum. Like, that's almost an infinite Possum engine. It is only 1 damage, though. Let's try going all in on me. Find out which happens of the sacrifice and return abilities. Do your legs cramp? Does your back ache? The game can be lengthy. Stand if you wish. No thanks. He usually doesn't even bother teaching about bones. There's a passcode in the rulebook. Okay, so one of them is 273. But how do I read the other things? Like, I don't know how to turn the pages again. Stoat. A total misplay. Well, that's not very nice. I need to do 2 damage or else it's kind of not worth doing. I mean, we've got 2 bones, we might as well spend them. Not emergency squirreling. I don't mind bouldering. I see the way this is going. I concede. You may accept my surrender or finish the match the slow way. I think I want to do it the slow way so I can farm more points. Why did the rolling stones stop making music? Because they got to the bottom of the hill. And they're more over the hill than at the bottom, but okay. I didn't actually earn anything more. Oh well. You were stopped along the way by a trapper looking to liquidate his pelts. There was something uncanny about his appearance, but you were distracted by his wares. Care to look at my pelts? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bones. Take one free of charge. Golden pelt. Wolf pelt. Rabbit pelt. Rabbit pelt. Oh no, it's giving us this one at the free one. So I could have a wolf pelt. I don't know what it does, though. Please consider my pelts. Okay, I have to double-click to accept it. Thank you for your business. The man assured you of the value of the pelt. They appear to be useless in a fight, but he mentioned that a trader further down the path will reward you for them. Stand. It will allow me time to plan. Okay, they really want me to get up. I am no tyrant. Stand whenever the map is unrolled. It will let me plan. I'll keep your possessions. The only thing we have is that one of these was 273. Which gives me stink bug. Free stink bug from the safe. Is the stoat around, the wolf? This madness must end. And it gets us a key. But nothing we know needs a key except maybe the door? This needs the key. Huh? Just win? Yes. I forgot that I put that there. You may add it to your deck. Okay, skink. What about this side? We need to do 5 damage. I don't know what this effect is. We haven't seen tail cut off lizard. Maybe we're meant to do 5 damage to ourselves this time? Shouldn't that be 5 damage here? Why is that doing 1, but this not doing 3? Formidable creatures, those ants. I will let you add them to your deck. No, but I want to understand the puzzle. It's a new puzzle? Oh, there's just more layers down there that I didn't know about. So that's doing 1. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This doesn't matter. But then, shouldn't that also be... It must have something to do with the unknown symbol? It must. It looks like its damage dealt to this creature becomes healing. Is it a rule? We can't turn the pages of the book. When I opened it while walking around, there were A and D buttons. I don't get this. Okay, let's leave. A card bearing this sigil is counted as 3 blood rather than 1. If a creature would attack a card bearing this sigil, it does not. It doesn't perish. It can fly. It auto-blocks. It generates an ant card when you play it. It moves that way. It has thorns. When it dies, you get a copy. This creature cannot be used to block and effectively is an open slot while blocking. Hyper Bone Reward. If a creature that you own perishes by combat, a card bearing this sigil in your hand is automatically played. Okay, so it's like... play a free creature if your creature dies. 4 bones instead of 1. Loose tail. When a card bearing this sigil would be struck, a tail is created in its place, and a card bearing this sigil moves to the right. Oh, unless we know what tail is, that's not overly useful. When a card bearing this sigil is played, a copy of it is created in your hand. It automatically moves to block. Ooh. Ooh, tutoring. Creates 0-2 power walls. Grows stronger. Death touch. Moves. 'Moves. 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 ' Creates 1/1 flyers whenever it's hit. It creates 0/1s whenever it's hit. Convert an enemy creature into a pelt. And then we have the squirrel in the bottle stuff. Piggy bag. Ooh. Immediately gain 4 bones. Out of game tutor. Thank you, Amel. Your adversary loses a whole turn. This does nothing. The bottle of goo has no use. 0/1 worthy sacrifice. You may change sides of one of the cards. De-special ability an enemy. We already saw the feather, the fan of temporary flying. Start with extra bones. Start with many bones. Start with lots of trees. Start with a goat. You may draw whatever card you want every turn. That seems unreasonable. Double draw. X, where X is the number of things you sacrificed. This has got goop in the way. And these have goop in the way, so there seems to be no point in trying to read them. Stones cannot be stunk or death touched. And then we're back to the start. No? Annoying. Okay, it makes enemy stronger. It makes blockers for the enemy, not you. Card that dies after one attack. The thing that boosts adjacent attacks. It does multiple attacks in multiple squares. At the beginning of the owner's turn, a card bearing this sigil pulls small creatures like squirrels into its orbit. Replace with a random card. Generate a pelt. There's so many of these. Attacks adjacent, like, attacks in a Y shape but not in front of it. And we're back to the start. No, I have 2 things. I don't think we need that. We'll go to the camp. You come across a group of survivors. Faces shrunken from starvation, howdy, deathless being. They huddled around a campfire. They looked upon your group of creatures and beckoned. Come, warm your creatures by the fire. It will enhance its power. You notice one of the survivors wiping drool from their mouth. Death or deathless? Can I sacrifice myself? I want to sacrifice any of these. If only we could have added a 2-tailed fox to our deck, then we would surely win. Let's find out what dog does. swarmed the wolf, enhancing its power. One of the survivors reached towards it. Another gnashed their teeth. Without a word, you pull the wolf away and leave. Yeah, we're good, Deathless. We got the results in for the Tails Racing SpongeBob tournament. We came 38th. Up. Which is a nice result. You again, indeed. Our friend has freed me. Well, I told them how to do it. Do you have a plan? We have another friend. You've got to be, well, I wouldn't call him a friend. I suppose we are in deep this time. Yeah, top 50. Okay, so. It was a marathon effort. Not as marathon as I would like. Stupid bloody emergency maintenance is being done on your internet stuff. Your internet will be down for 3 hours. Suck it up. Normally they're good and they send you like a text message the day or week before saying like, we're gonna do maintenance between this and this time. Stink bug is good here. Squirrel into... Oh, I can't. Well, stoat it is. Surely orchestrated by one of our rivals. Oh, I need this. But Ant needs a sacrifice? I don't have anything to sacrifice? Yeah, thank you, Deathless. As we say in the title, no spoilers, please. Doggo beats Stoat, which means I have enough to play Possum, technically. Which is enough to play me, and I want to find out about me. So, goodbye, Possum. That lets me play me. And Stinky. Why can't I play you? You should be able to go there. So I beat up the doggo, the ant does its thing, the stink is making the wolf do nothing. Blood, random card, the Insidulifier. Yeah. Yeah, I'll make it clear when I'm asking an actual question that I want an answer to, rather than like, I wonder how this works in general versus chat, please tell me how this works. Let's go towards the blood one. Choose a specific kind of beast, but the cost you wish to pay. Blood, double blood, or triple blood? Let's have a super expensive card. The Monstrous Grizzly. Its form speaks enough of its efficacy. Campfire. A group of starving survivors stands around the campfire. There's room for one more. 2 health? No way, says the stoat. Do what you must, says the stink bug. Sure. The health of the stink bug was enhanced by the warmth. One of the survivors began pulling a knife from their pocket, and you withdrew. Surely they wouldn't want to eat the stink bug, was my logic. Surely stinky equals not wanting to be eaten. I've made a mistake. My boss battles are high stakes. Overcome them or die. The incessant clank, clank, clank reverberated for your ears. The path ahead was blocked by... the Prospector. So strange. Why can't I remember his name? I seem to have lost some of my memories. What the hell is this? I can't play it? I can play it. Okay. We can try out the new skink thing. That is... hard to call it cowardly. The skink tails are worth bones. No, I think I'll take a squirrel here. And then stink up the coyote. Grizzly bear. Underwear. Go. Go. Oh. Rabbit pelt. See your loafers, former gophers. It was that or kill your chauffeurs. Draw first, they say. I don't know what this does. Does it just absorb one hit? Can it be sacrificed? You cannot sacrifice that. Well, then that's out of 10. Can we chain sacrifice things? Can we go squirrel? No. We could turn squirrel into stoat. Keep me alive. Fine, we'll draw. Me? I do still want to test out me. Sorry, Stoat. You're not getting to live. I want to kill the donkey. Yeah, the game is a fairly loud game. I suppose we could turn it down a little bit. Here, here. Here? Dang, nabbit! They make the boss music extra, extra loud. Wolf pelt. Rattler. Rat King. No. Oh, but I wanted to test out what happens when I die if I return to the... if I return to the thing. So let's go... yes, yes. Rat King. Okay, so I can just sacrifice myself an infinite number of turns. But I don't also get an extra copy in my hand. There's gold in them there cards. But it did return me to my hand afterwards. We have infinite bones. I can't do anything. Okay, we need something that can beat dog. I can beat dog. Go. Go. We used to beat up Snake. Worker ant? Raven egg? Let's find out about Raven egg. Well, actually no, because Raven egg does no damage. It needs to do at least 1 damage. Yeah, then it kind of has to be worker ant. Defeated Prospector. Allow me to light your candles once more, since I won't be killing you quite yet. Miner's Bane. Defeat the Prospector. You're the first in a while to overcome a boss. As a reward, you'll be granted an opportunity to select a rare card. Choose carefully. Strange Lava. Grows. Ouroboros. Death strengthens it forever. But it needs 2. 2 is... Child 13. A poor abandoned child. It does not die when sacrificed. But do you have the heart to try? Okay, so it's functionally another cat. Never dying is kind of quite nice. Especially if I can put that on a stronger card with the Sigil Man. So even though I don't like its expensiveness... The sound of the Prospector's pickaxe rings in your ears, but you carry onwards. Thank you. Thank you, Deathless. Every step forward is answered by a slip or sliver. You tread cautiously into the wetlands. Rat King. A tragic Rat King. When their tangled bodies become corpses, you gain 4 bones. So he's extra blood expensive, but has extra bone payoff. Reginald. I guess we take... Oh. I didn't realize that would pick Reginald, but okay. This, we want to see if we can put our cannot be killed onto something else. So... The choice is yours. We make something else unkillable. We could make Reginald unkillable. Seeing as he has Death Touch plus unkillable seems pretty bloody good. Unkillable skink would also be somewhat interesting in that it would generate a lot of little tails. Let's make Reginald unkillable. Death or bird? We don't know what either of these are, but this is shaking ominously, so let's head towards it. Squirrel, blobber, skink. Bird, beehive. We know not to hit the beehives, because it will generate bees, so we need to deal with the birds. Squirrel, me. The birds and the bees. Squirrel. Squirrel becomes skink. Tree. I am actually kind of out of backpack things, right? So, oops. I kind of wouldn't mind going towards the backpack. Stoltwit turtle, another grizzly, or a beehive. I like the sound of beehive. Let's test out beehive. Some bone tokens. Squirrel or pliers. I don't feel like I run low on bone tokens. I do feel like I run low on ability to sacrifice things. Its bleeding yields 3 blood, if you can ignore the bleating. Sure. Now we find out what bird does. Angerman. Bullfrog that moves right. Well, bullfrog is countered by Stinky. But we don't have any bones yet. Let's do skink. That's all. Yeah, I'm gonna get a lot of value out of that skink. There is a name for this kind of fight. Bird symbol fight. And I do need the squirrel. Yeah, if I squirrel, I also get to play the stink bug. So, squirrel becomes frog. Squirrel's corpse powers the stink bug. You call it a gimmick fight? Frog moves left, you move right, you move right. You kill this, you deal 1 damage, you do literally nothing, you deal 1 damage. I can sacrifice the tails. Right. Victory. Tombstone thing. You encounter a small outpost in the woods, tended by a mysterious woman. It was the trader the trapper mentioned. Her appearance is unsettling, but you are mollified by her offerings. Do you mind if I examine your pelts? You have a hair pelt. I can offer you any of these. So more stinky, more wolf get strong, porcupine or adder. I do like the spikiness of porcupine. Wolf pelts, exquisite. We can have Warren, an undying... no. Refer to my rulebook again. Wasn't rabbit... rabbit symbol. Here. Okay, no, it's just... it gives you a card when you play it. So it's kind of a wall. That thing is a wall. You sacrifice one thing, it kind of pays for itself in terms of you get a replacement rabbit. So you turn a squirrel into a rabbit, you get this wall, and it generates skink tails. Or... raven egg with some other symbol that I don't know. An otter with... wasn't that the make other things stronger? A goat that gets stronger. A beaver that can block air. An infinitely sacrificable snake. Cannot block porcupine, which is... oh, that symbol is spiky. Okay, spiky raven egg. Yeah, no, the porcupine one is anti-synergy. I don't know why you'd want a spiky porcupine that can't block. Coyote. But a bone coyote. The symbols on the beaver, like teepee looking thing. Let's find teepee symbol. Dam builder. Okay. It makes two walls on either side of it. So it needs 2 sacrifices, but it also kind of generates temporary walls. And it blocks flying. No, I'm not sold on you, honestly. Kind of like the egg here. Maybe the coyote, because I don't actually have that many... things that use up our bones. In which case, though, shouldn't I go the rattler? Let's find out what raven egg hatches into. Raven egg. The pelts are excellent, thank you. Campfire or devil symbol. Sacrifice-o thing. So, we could add the bee property to something else. The stink, the skink, the create an ant card, or the spikiness. I think it's hard to argue with generating free bees. What will now generate free bees? If we make it the stink bug, then he becomes sort of self-perpetuating. It would also make the skink generate a lot of stuff. Yeah, doesn't that... well, I don't know how those work in combination with each other. When a card bearing the sigil would be struck, and how does the text on the bee thing go? When it is struck. So no, those two sound like they have anti-synergy. I think putting it on the porcupine makes more sense. Porcupine full of bees. Bird, coyote. Bird does 1 damage. He does 2. Or I could break our squirrel and generate an ant. Yeah, I'm kind of okay with generating an ant, I think. So, squirrel. Squirrel. Ant. Power in numbers, the Ant's Creed. And that is all for now. Ow, ow, ow. Am I going to do enough damage? I'm only going to do 1. He's going to do 3. No, I think I just die here. I guess I have to break my goat, but the goat would have needed a sacrifice. Oh, GG's. Womp womp. How disappointing. And it wasted our goat. You're mentally playing along? Bone, blood, blood. I need more things that cost bone. Kaminsky, who auto-blocks and is spiky, but that kind of... He only has 1 health anyway. Two extra health. Pick someone else. That would kind of make sense on you. Giving me more health would be good, but if I got destroyed, I'd be very sad. The Ant Queen was not impressive. If the Ant Queen died, I wouldn't be that sad. Good luck. Thank you, Amel. They don't eat my Ant Queen. Good. Okay, bosso fight. A foul smell invades your nostrils, causing your throat to seize. A hulking man sat by a brackish pond, his feet submerged in dark water. He pulls a hook from a pile of rotting fish and rises to his feet. I am the angler. Go fish. He has... bird. So we will need our frogs. Go frog. That's all. Yeah. Yes, Deathless. Blobber, beware the blobber. Not fussy. Squirrel becomes egg. He absorbs my egg. Well, that's not cool. But now he's going to absorb me. Okay, so this boss just gets to yoink your stuff, which seems kind of unfair. I guess you could intentionally give him garbage. Say there. No need to move. You're not dead yet. Hold still. Where did I put the camera? Here. Do you really think I would leave film in there? Do you have any idea what the camera is capable of? Give it to me. I need to create a memento. Behold, your death card. Choose a cost. Bones. Choose its power and health. Skink is the least objectionable. Choose its extra abilities. Porcupine that creates bees. Orba. Takes a picture. The one to be impaled on the angler's hook, like the one who came before? It seems the lowly stink bug has made its way in. But it is dealt, so it stands. Sorry? You haven't explained what you... Whatever. Choose the tribe. Bug, wolf, or elk? I guess we'll go with elk. We get goat! I'm happy with goat. So we either need, like, reach and spikiness to defeat his birds. But then how do you kill him? Because... that would defend. I suppose you can kill him by killing him. You just need higher damage per turn. Because he doesn't block. So if he's doing like 1 with his bird and you're doing 3 with your thing, you're fine. An ancient woman emerged from behind an oak tree. She lays out intricate wood carvings, then gestures at them. Choose your destiny. Bird, flying, or this thing. To kill him, you need to kill him. The best defense is to already have killed all your enemies, Deathless. It is a well-known saying on this channel. I guess we'll go with you. It is useless without the other part. This won't be your last encounter with her. Squirrel, goat, look. Look, there's a third talking card somewhere. I hate him. Biggest killjoy. But is the only one with a plan to get things back to normal. Porcupine and whale coyote. Whale coyote is worrying. I don't have anything that costs 3. Yes, Stoat is somewhat useful against the porcupine. Yes, I am sure. I don't have things that cost 3, which makes the goat seem bad. Stink bug also helps counter you. Alright, do we want elk, snake, or you? Snake? Snake is not snake. Snake is actually turtle. Rip. An old woodcarver appears before you again. Choose elk, insect, bear. Elk. She bares her teeth in satisfaction. Your totem is complete. The burrower sigil will now be marked upon all your hooved creatures. I don't have any hooved creatures. But I guess this would let us give everything reach. So she's giving this is giving you a way to, like, give everything reach to intercept the guy's birds. It's me. So you attack diagonally and then you move. Okay. Good squirrel to make a frog. Had 2 things die, so we can create Stinky. What do? You get stronger? Sure. No, but these are stuck, so that's fine. I think I want to sacrifice you because you're going to die anyway. So goodbye, Stoat. The goat with blocking seems bad because you want the goat to live, but whatever. Trap? What does trap symbol do? I've got the most exquisite pelts. Oh, it's Pelt Man again, but I don't have 7 money. I only have 4 money. I feel like you should be able to buy more than 1 from him. Bone thing, black goat thing, or squirrel thing. I don't have enough things that cost 3, so the goat seems bad. It would also be nice if you could look at your deck here, right? And it doesn't let you move away from the table. Let's just take those. Again, even more bones. Boulder is kind of interesting in that we can maybe give Fishing Man garbage. Greetings. You're going to attack these two squares. So I either want to position here or here, but then you're going to move. I think I'd rather be lined up with the mole. Okay, now we can make Yertle the turtle. Isn't very good, but... Oh, I didn't know the order would happen in that order. Oh well. I thought deer would move across before other thing moved down. Rabbit Warren, Possum, Skink. Feel most likely to be useful against Fishman. Your pack was full, but a critter approached. Pack rat, sure. Bossman! Okay. The chill closes in around you. A figure emerges from the fog. Wait, what? Goldman again? I assumed that we would be starting from Zone 2, not back here. That's horrifying news. Squirrel into skink. Done. I think I squirrel into stoat. That gives me enough bones to Stinky. Would like to pack rat, but aren't I actually full? I am full. So what use is that? I suppose it lets me trade my boulder for something. What if we kill your mule? We get a whole bunch of stuff. My mule and her pack! Okay, we do get free possum. That seems fine. Squirrel into egg. Egg? No, not egg. Egg would die. I don't want pack rat. I want you, I guess, which means goodbye possum again. just play you as a sacrifice. Same again. Okay, we can defeat you. There's gold in them cards. Gold! I've struck gold. Super goat. I'm not allowed to do anything. Can go squirrel into goat into okay. No, I was wondering if I could spend the spare blood from the goat, but you can't. It's not how it works. Alright. First mini-boss defeated. Choose your rare card. Amoeba. Weird sigils. Costs bones. The Douse. A filthy feral hog. It becomes incensed when its chimes are struck. This was the it gets angry thing? Not allowed to refer to the... There we go. No, this thing creates walls next to it. Or strange lava. It's offensive to me. Okay, after the harrowing encounter with a prospector, you move onwards. Yeah, it's the wetlands again. We want ringworm. Its value is not readily apparent. A cockroach or a river snapper. Undying is pretty bloody good. We will grab the undying. I don't know that we've seen that card, or whatever that square is. It would be nice if they just added it to a little table on the side. Anyway, you give us a pack rat for our trouble. Gink. Squirrel into stoat. Do I have to do something? No, I don't think I have to do anything this turn. It's fine. Those two won't get in each other's way. Squirrel, squirrel. Pack rat replaces squirrel. Kills snake. So. U. We could use our U. And actually, I should have used this before playing the rat. Because then I could have played the cockroach. Let's see what you do. I think that's all. Turtle? You can't use turtle. What happens if you sacrifice a thing that has undying? Does it just come back? Yes, but no. We need one more bone. Guess we're breaking out you. I would like to find out what you do, but I'm not allowed to. Fine. I surrender. No. I want to find out what this thing does, so we will not accept your surrender. It turns into strange pupa. Which turns into Mothra. 7 attack. That's gonna be a lot of extra money. So much extra money. Hail, Newt Newt. Insect, thing or thing. I guess bug. Beehive. This game is charming. Mushrooms. What does mushroom do? You find yourself among a grove of thick and pungent mushrooms. You squint and see a figure through the thick cloud of spores. We are the mycologists, yes? Yes. When we are performing our experiments far from, we are not welcome elsewhere. We will experiment on your flock. We will need 2 of the same creature, 1 for each of us. The only thing I have 2 of is pack rat. This could get messy. Look away. The pack rat is now 1. Okay. Did that actually change anything? Unclear. Egg, fish, fishing bird, coyote. I mean, skink is the go. So squirrel into skink. I just have to tank this. Oh, I didn't realize bird would... Okay, well that's on me. We've never seen what bird became before. When will a worthy challenger appear? Tombstone or question mark card? Tombstone. I have some pelts. We did get big money from beating up guy with Mothra. Magpie, who has find any card you want, the infinitely sacrificable cat, or another beehive. Or the growing wolf cub. Or another bones thing. It doesn't look like a happy magpie, it looks stressed out. It's also going bold, right? This bit is clearly going bold. Go with the beehive. You have my gratitude. Mycologist again. So we have 2 beehives. We can make a giga beehive. So 0202 B goes to 04, but I don't think it gets double B. So that's like a way of... You can combine stats, but it doesn't increase the card's cost. Strange lava. Bird, coyote. Got a tree that will block the bird for a while. I'd rather set my thing to grow. Mothra, get learning. That'll do. Trouble is I die next turn. I can't kill those. I don't have enough bones to play either of those. I'm just dead. I guess you can block the coyote. Still dead. If I use this, I get to live 1 more turn. Can play the stink bug for free. Mothra may save us. Mothra might save us. I can convert the stink bug into a beehive. Mothra did a lot. Like a lot. Mothra earns us a lot of money. All in on Mothra. We like insect, thing, or lizard. Keep going with our insects. We don't know what ringworm does and why it's supposedly useful. We can give the Rackpat sigil to something else. We could give the Stinky Sigil to something else. We could give the Intercept Air Sigil to something else. The Infinitely Come Back to Life Sigil to something else. Infinite Beehive sounds okay. They attack beehive, it generates a bee, I play bee, I re-sacrifice the beehive. That's just... I get to block 1 slot forever. I don't really like how expensive the cockroach is. The trouble is this doesn't help us beat the pirate fisherman boss guy, right? Because they're just going to fly over the beehive. But maybe he steals the beehive and it's like a wasted slot? Yeah, I'm still going with that. Or we could have the pack rat infinitely comes back, which could conceivably let us keep playing special bonusy things. Infinitely alive Mothra? But I don't know if it would keep its infinitely aliveness when it, like, upgrades at the end of turn. Infinite items seem handy. Yeah, the three that I want are like one of these three. Either infinite beehive, infinite Mothra, or infinite pack rat. Let's find out if it goes away when he evolves. It might die when he evolves, the symbol that we add to it. We'll find out. You think the lava won't work? Well, we're gonna find out. We will science it. Go fish. Okay. So, fishing thing. We do have the frog. Squirrel, frog, do. Go. He wants to steal this, but he can't because we have a creature in the way. Squirrel. He wants to steal my squirrel. It becomes a beehive. He gets to steal something that does nothing useful. Turn. Squirrel. Squirrel. Pack rat. He can't steal it because the pack rat is... Phase 2. Go fish. Sucks. Gonna need to wait another turn. I am gonna need to use that. And even that only gets me one more turn. We can find out how this... Well, actually, no, we won't, because it will be dead, won't it? Womp womp. Which means we never got to find out about the lava. Which is sad. We didn't get to do our science. Skink, turtle, beehive. This is the furthest we've gotten? Yes, Newt Newt. We'll go with beehive. Packrat. We have a cheap 4/4 that gets stronger and infinitely returns. That seems pretty bloody good. Here's who you start with. Sure. Go again. Tentacle. With symbol we don't know. Ringworm that we still have no idea about. And deer that grows into elk. We've surely got to find out what this new weird symbol does. Do I have stuff at the moment? I appear to have stuff, so the backpack thing doesn't seem good. I don't know if I have 2 copies of anything. Can we look at our deck? They don't... Ugh. How am I meant to look at my deck to decide if I want that or not? So we'll just go this way. Do we want Stinky or Bullfrog? I guess I'd rather give something else Reach. And then what do we give Reach? The tentacles? The doggo or the stink bug? This would completely disable one bird. I guess we'll make Stinky Reach Bug. You disable one enemy bird. Stoat. Squirrel wolf. Why do I get to draw again? Unclear. Tentacles? We could try and find out what the tentacles do. Just win. Win harder, earn more money. One, 2, or bone cost bone. Alpha, 4. Yes, we have you. A Splicinator. No, it's lady. Do we want bird? Infinitely come back. I really do like the infinitely come back. What would we want to come back infinitely? We don't have lots of the same type of creature. I guess, at the moment, dog? Dog is probably the one we would want to pick. Two squirrels becomes wolf, beats your alpha. Dinky flying. These don't cost anything. Oh, I should have put you one to the right and gotten one extra money. Oh well, my bad. I guess we want doggo. So we're trying to doggo max, from what we can tell. They want to increase something's attack. Yeah, we'll do our alpha. It didn't do anything? Boulder and Wolf Cub. Wolf Cub is going to blow up tree fairly quickly. Stoat is fine for slowly attacking Boulder. They don't have enough bones. Can generate enough bones by sacrificial squirrel blocking. Why go for the boulder at all? Why not go for the boulder? It's the only thing that wasn't going to counter-kill the stoat. So many of these. Alright. You kill Doggo, but then we still die. Womp womp. Because otherwise the stoat's dead in the other slots, Bridge Seller. Enemy creatures had more attack per health than stoat. You came across a hobbled man standing behind some boulders. You caught me off guard, not supposed to see me till further down the road. I like a gamble. If and you can pick a boulder that has gold, you can keep it. I don't see a difference. I'll go the middle. No gold. It is a funny look environment. You may keep it. And attack both directions, blocking Mantis. A crackling fire lit the starving faces of a group of survivors. We have no food. One of your creatures will join us. Get rid of the mantis. Surely you don't want to eat my mantis. They've not eaten anything yet, even though they really, really seem like they're going to eat something. Maybe I should risk my higher value things and... If it's never eaten anything so far... You've passed a massive empty bowl, surrounded by heaps of unidentified giblets and scantlings. It seemed the bowl was designed for a dog, but what earthly hound would require a meal of this size? Where's that dog of mine? You don't have a... No, you do have a mule. What if they're just waiting for something worth eating? Something better? We could try and find out what the tentacles do. The tentacles at least absorb one coyote fight, so let's science out what the tentacles do. Has 3 attack. For unclear reasons. Morning, Akaturbo. Sacrifice you, shove you here so that you can actually attack 2 slots. Did I neglect to mention overkill damage? Excess damage is not wasted. It carries over to the target behind. The mangled corpse of the victim. Lucky for you. Well, that's new info. There's gold in them there cards. Okay. Squirrel beats dog by virtue of becoming wolf. I do have enough bones for this. You killed my mule! Curse you! There's no way to really do what I want. Yeah, I can't increase my damage more than just by 1 more. Well, actually by 2 more. No, then I can do it. We can go you into Raven. And then you into... It's meant to just be play Stink Bug. Well, my bad. I haven't actually increased my damage. I'm an idiot. I could have gotten 1 more money. Need a light. Your reward. Now we want doggo type cards. Mantis God, the perfect incarnation of terror. Or Packrat. None of these are dog. Which is deeply saddening. Giving the attack everything to something, like, this could be a nice one to use as a insert his power on something else. View. Free of the prospector's gaze, you move ahead. Blah blah, mud, wetlands, etc. I don't know that we've been to this cave. You arrive at the inky black mouth of a cave. A strange beast lurks within. Pass one of my trials and I will be yours. 3 creatures will be drawn. Choose a trial. Must be at least 4 blood cost. Must cost at least 5 bones. Must have 4 attack power. So one thing must be at least 2 attack. I feel like that's the most reasonable for me to do. No, we fail. Failure. I don't know that we have 2 of anything, and it doesn't let you look at your deck, which is just stupid. I really don't like that it doesn't let you look at your deck. So we'll go this way. Goat, squirrel, or fan? I don't have things that cost 3, so the squirrel seems better. Oh no, you can't use that. I thought it said it does nothing. Yeah, it has no use. Let's take another squirrel. Look, I'm out of here, and there's no button to look at my deck. So if there is, it's the game's fault for not conveying that information reasonably, Bridge Seller. Right. Mantis would be nice here. Squirrel, mantis. Go. Hyper mantis. Sure. Why didn't that kill B? Shouldn't that have killed that bee? Or did another bee move down and I'm blind? Another bee moved down is the answer. The bee is flying. They haven't described... Maybe I didn't read it. Let's reread. The mantis was flying. Okay. I thought you meant the bee. 4 attack, 5 bones, 3 sigils. That seems the most likely. Yes. No. No. You have failed again. There we go. Sorry? We failed. Why did you give me something? There were 2 sigils on the bug? You need duplicates. 1 for each of us. 2 alphas. We get slightly more alpha-y alpha. Which is kind of bad, because we wanted more dogs, not less. We're finishing our dog totem. Super Mantis here seems good. could generate enough bones, I could insta-win. We might need to dig at our squirrels here. Also, I want to look at the map now. Like, I want to see what's coming up to make decisions about spending these or not. But I'm not allowed to step away. I think you have to oppose the ant. Do we have enough bones to play you? Still no. Squirrel, squirrel, become tentacles. That did give me enough bones to play you. Done. Now we can get the doggo. We're not offered doggo. This is terrible. I guess insect is the one I have the most of other than doggo. Want more doggos. Combine two mantises. Are you going to lose your flying because of this? It's pretty good defensively for a 1 cost. For 1 cost, 2/4 flying, attack both directions. Bird, coyote. Tempting to wolf cub. You owe us. We squirrel into mantis there. Which makes it a very swingy match. Mantis alone is countering all of these. Squirrel, squirrel, tentacle. Should be win. Yes. Try to find more doggo. Doggo. The Dauntless Bloodhound. It leaps to oppose new creatures when they are played. Duplicates? Take one of ours. Use it next time. The exceedingly expensive Bloodhound, the exceedingly expensive Wolf, or another Alpha. offer. Dogs seem too expensive. Yeah. It's the angry fish man. Squirrel into wolf cub. Smoke in the way of the bird. No, I think we do nothing. Oh, you've stolen my doggo. And I can defeat your doggo with my doggo. Ah, but it gave me the bee. I thought it would give him the bee. Game, I wanna... Thank you, look at that. I would need to do 3 damage to move to the next phase. Which would mean I need to kill one thing. Which I can do if I go Bee Mantis. Yeah, he tries to steal this, but he can't because the Mantis is attacking there. Go. He gets angry. I need to empower you so that after you kill this, you immediately kill the shark. So we do this, we play you here, we go, you kill that. I assumed this would happen and then the wolf would happen and it would kill the shark. We learn sadly it does not work that way. But between the alpha and the mantis, we did enough damage. Seemingly. 1, 2. Yeah, that checks out. That's 5 damage. Your lives are restored. Defeat the angler. Choose carefully. The uninspiring geck. Perhaps you can find a use for it. A 7/7. That is a lot of stats, my friend. But needing 4... Yeah, 4 blood, 7/7. It's more like Yu-Gi-Oh! Than Mana Newt Newt. It's more like Yu-Gi-Oh! In that you sacrifice creatures to generate more creatures. Yeah, we'll take you. You considered one of the angler's catches as a meal, but the odor deterred you. Dinner would have to wait. Yes, I know. A frigid gust of wind billowed, unwelcome into your lungs. The beauty of the falling snow failed to distract you from the chill. You have ascended to the snow line. Can we? No, I'm not allowed to alter my deck. So as far as I know, the game... That would be the most sensible place to look at our deck, and it's just not allowed. You... Bird, elk, or insect? Well, I guess we're kind of all in on insect so far. Seeing as our all-in on doggo plan didn't work. The pitiful opossum. Or bones, or that. I'll take the opossum. The ooze we don't know does anything. And that could let us insta-win. Flying vulture, defense mole. Saving up for the doggo seems actually weirdly reasonable. We're gonna take a lot of damage. The opossum can't help. Yeah, I think we just take 3 damage. Hail, Parabola. I need to go like squirrel, squirrel, doggo. Was this run inspired? It was more inspired by seeing, Baron play it a while ago. It's been on my watch list for a while. I can't say I really watched Fishy playing this. I have to use you. And I have to... Oh, you don't count as a sacrifice? A frozen opossum does not bleed. Well, you could have told me that earlier, game. It doesn't say in here that it's not able to be used for a sacrifice. Well, then I lose because you didn't explain the mechanics properly, game. That's aggravating. Five bones, 4 attack, 6 health. I don't think we're likely to win any of those. That one's the most likely. Yeah, we get our 7 attack thing, so we do succeed. We may have bat, snake, or beaver. Auto block beaver. Bony snake of move left and rightness, or bat of block flying. I kind of like you the most, because you generate 2 extra blockers. Delete a card? And we don't know what this is either. What are you? Oh, it's Woodcarver Lady. Okay, I couldn't tell because it's a somewhat obscured by garbage in front, which is bad. They shouldn't be obscuring the choices that you're making by putting stuff in front of the map. She moved with a certain vigor despite her age, blah blah blah. So we had this. Do we go with... a second base or our... Oh, doggo. But are we more insect now? I would think we're more insect now. It should have a confirmation dialogue. But whatever. Bird and mole. This is really useful. I think I have to just start doing damage else I die. Yeah, I just die next turn. Well, I can use that and get one more turn. No, I can't because the mole moved in the way. I thought the mole said it only moved in the way of things that were newly played. Well, rip. You have died. We never saw our death card from last run either, and it was so overpowered. Choose a card to draw the cost from. You. Choose its power and health. Why yes, I would like a 1 cost 7/7. And any sigils. Attack both. The Bloodhound was the newly played one. So it's a flying, attack both directions, 7/7. That seems absurdly strong. Ooh. Whoa. I had such high hopes for the last one. Why do I bother trying to teach you? A gift from the angler. He was defeated recently and wishes to redeem himself. It would be unfortunate if you were to fall to the prospector before he was given the chance. The hook is powerful. You can steal one of my cards. For that reason, you will not find any others along the path. Use it wisely. Here is what you have. Study it. So I think that's the game in the death scene trying to say, yo, you haven't gone and solved the puzzle with the skinks down here. Was it this one, or was it that one? We did these two, although we brute forced that one. Noticed where my deck went? Nope. To do an uneven amount of damage. How is that doing an uneven amount of damage? That should do 2. There aren't that many solutions to brute force, but you shouldn't have to brute force them. This attacks you. You die, but you don't die because you should move to the right. I don't know how moving to the right works when the move to the right slot is already full. That's something that we don't know. So maybe the trick here is that you do like that, and it would move multiple times. Yeah. Considering they haven't really told us. And that they give you access to that before you've seen that mechanic. What about this one? Spikiness and mantisness, and then this thing again. That would just kill this. So I don't see how that's helpful. I mean, that's the most obvious thing to do to start with. But that only does 2. It should do 1, 2. It should at least do 3. This should attack up for 1. This should attack here for 1. And this should attack here for 1. And it says it only does 2. One, 2, 3. Yeah, and they could animate these so that you can see what's actually happening. And why it isn't what you think it should be. Right? There's no reason that this couldn't just... You click this and it becomes the board state, and then you can see it animate out the turn. Rather than this where it seems like it's wrong. TikTok clock? No, not TikTok clock. We already opened the vault. We didn't look at whatever you are. It's too dark to see underneath here. There is an option to even further increase the alpha so you can actually see things that are in the dark, which we are going to accept because the game tries to hide everything in the dark. It's going to be obnoxious like that. I don't mind turning up the brightness. Well, then we'll just play some more. Hail relics. The industrious beaver. It makes dams. Try the beaver. Already have stuff, so the backpack doesn't make sense. What about Tails Racing? What about it, Relics? Am I only allowed to play Tails Racing according to you? We don't have food, said one, but perhaps one of your creatures will join us. Enhance its health, said another. If you want more Tails Racing, there's a 16-hour stream of it from 2 days ago. I'm sure you'll get your fill, Relics. 2 extra health. All in on Beaver? Push your luck. Or pull away. How do we... Where is the yes or no for this? How am I meant to know what clicking anywhere corresponds to? How do I take you away and say no? Sparrow and Coyote. Stoat defeats Coyote. So I'm okay with that. We wait to play Beaver. It's a very slow way of winning. Want to surrender? No. Dams do not bleed. Fair enough. We've at least done some learning. Squirrel into frog. We get some extra money because we put the effort in. Elk, bird, doggo. We've been disappointed by doggo. Doggos are too expensive. Let's try elk. Pronghorn. You are also too expensive. But you are attack in both directions thing, which somewhat counters Fishing Man. You can have Pack Rat instead, seeing as you're already full. Sparrow, Sparrow, Fur. So our Fur will block their Sparrow for a while. Kind of like waiting a turn and then playing the elk. Time to find out what order these happen. So if we do elk, does elk move after attacking? Yes. Then we die. Not quite. That actually will be okay here. Ah, deer changes direction when he hits an edge. Alright. You want to surrender? I refuse. That's fine. Rude? It's not rude, because the game has a reward you for overkilling the enemy mechanic, Brelix. We still haven't drawn me. Squirrel, frog. Alright, we generate extra money there by overkilling the enemy. Crapper. You get to have one for free. I would like this, but we're not rich enough. You'll need more teeth. Yeah, they haven't explained that well. Thank you for your patronage. I need to refill my drink. BRB. Yeah. Drink refilled. A group of starving survivors stood around the campfire. We want food. Increase something's attack by 1. The pronghorn sounds like the best one because it gets double attacks. P. Bird or fight? Fight! You click on something, you should obviously want to view that thing. Game. Wolf cub. Boulder. If I spend a squirrel, I can immediately get the slot back, so that seems just sensible to do. Squirrel. Squirrel. Pack rat. Squirrel. Squirrel. Deer. Stoat win. Card. Turtle. Corpse of maggots. The inevitable maggot. They will lurch forth from your hand when your creatures are killed. This was the autocast when something dies one? If a creature that you own perishes by combat, this is automatically played. Or me. Okay, there's me. No, we go for me, obviously. A 7/7 that costs 1. Hunt something's health. We should do the pronghorn. good. Stoat says no, so yes. The Stoat doesn't want us to let him maybe get eaten. Okay, fishing man again. Blah, 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 fishing man. Now, stink bug. Oh, you're not fishing, you're prospector man, which means we need to kill the mule. Still don't know what the smoke thing does. Boulder could get in the way of Coyote for a while. And that would trap the mule in place, which I quite like. So squirrel, squirrel, wolf. Half-dead mule. Stink bug kills dog. We open the mule. But my mule was defenseless. I want to find me. Squirrel, stoat. Yes, I am sure. No, I want these. I want to go dig until I find me. Squirrel. Frog? Keep digging for me. Phil. Phase 2. He turns everything into gold. Okay. The trouble is, none of these do enough damage. Now we have 2 slots to work with. We finally draw me. But I have nothing to sacrifice. The smoke? Okay. Alpha defeats the snake. Phase 2 defeated. I will not perish quite yet. Perhaps one of these will entice you. Gek. Amalgam. Canine hooved reptilian feathered insectoid. The amalgam is all. And amoeba. You are too expensive. You cost bones, which I kind of like. I wouldn't mind more bones things, but I don't like the randomness of your weird ability. You continue onwards. Blah, blah, blah. You're in the swamp. hair pelts. Rat King. Wolf cub. Another pronghorn. Turkey vulture. Wait. This doesn't cost... Oh, it costs 8 bones. It's hideously bone expensive. A 3/3 that you can still insta-play is still really quite nice. I don't love the Rat King. I don't love the Otter. I don't love the Sparrow. You are maybe acceptable. So it's like these, that to me. We could try the bird. We haven't tried the bird. A golden pelt! You may have strange larva, Ouroboros, the Douse, or another pack rat. We'll take Mothra. Is this delete a card? You come across some familiar stones, but there's something different. You intuit the fate of the creature selected would not be pleasant. Well, let's make Brelix happy and sacrifice Stoat, right? Bad play! You've callously slaughtered the Stoat. However, the Bone Lord was pleased by your sacrifice. The boon of the Bone Lord. You start each battle with a bone. You shook off the viscera of the poor Stoat and carried onwards. Yeah, Pengu plays. Okay. Okay, we win instantly because Squirrel into me is just a victory. Insta-win, massive amount of money. You won't find better pelts anywhere. Well, we have tons of money. I don't see why we can't have the golden pelt. Can we have another golden pelt? You would need more teeth. So I can have a doggo pelt as well. So. That we accept. You have my gratitude. This is the add symbols of one thing to the other thing. So it could give me reach as well. We could give me stinky. We could give me block. We could give me add extra free card. We could give me question mark. We could give me grow stronger over time. Yes, question mark. The amoeba has question mark. Want to add question mark? It's fun. I kind of like the idea of adding blocking to stink bug. Because otherwise Beaver is hideously expensive for what he does, aside from having high health, but you don't really care about health, you care about damage. And there's also something to be said for add walls to Pronghorn. so that it doesn't move around and stays wherever you put it. I could also add walls to me. Yeah, I'm gonna add walls to me. The gift of bone. Okay, so you've got B, B, and stump. We can have frog. Not gonna have anything to play. Well, that works. This is fine. That is less fine that he's going to be generating bees every turn now. Do I want to steal the beehive? You first. Squirrel me. Hyper kill because I'm a flying 7/7 that attacks both directions. Blood or this? The mycologist, I don't know that I have two of anything. I guess this one. Blood, blood, or bone? Probably bone. Reginald, a 1/3 for 3 that also has Death Touch. The crackling fire lit the starving faces of the group of survivors. We don't have food. What should we give more health? Reginald? Reginald or Mothra? Reggie? Alright. So now it should survive at least one attack. Gift of bone. We can set up our strange lava. He's able to tank a bear. This. And set up Mothra. Mothra transform. 1 health? At least you should overkill that, right? No, because you're going to ignore it. You're going to just do 7 damage. Well, 7 damage wins me the game. So we just squirrel, squirrel, pack rat to regenerate an item. Win by Mothra. workaround. You honestly kind of sucks. GG, Mothra. Woodcarver lady. Do you want dog, move to the right, or bird? Except move to the right. Dog and bird both seem unappealing. Okay, fisherman man. I am the angler, and you are my fish. I insta-win. But do I want to kill me on this phase, or do I want to save me for the next phase? We'll try saving me. Thing it. Dog pelt? That isn't helpful. That is... Now he's lost a slot. We can play Reggie, but we can't actually play Reggie. I am forced to play me, which I don't love. Phase 2. Need more squirrel. Do I? Yeah, I think I do need more squirrel. You kill 2. Oh, but I'm flying, so wow. Doesn't even attack the chum buckets. My mind was that it's attacking the chum buckets. I forgot I was flying. I'm an idiot. Okay. Rat, mantis, amalgam. Another rat. We move on to Snow Zone. Let's go for the cave. If we get the attack one, we would be happy. Health, blood, bones. Health seems the most likely. If it draws me, then we insta-win. Yes. Success. You have been granted skunk, corpse maggots, or rattler. So that was the one that plays for free. I don't care about snake... Yeah, playing for free is nice. We'll take the plays for free. I've already got full stuff, so that's useless. We go to the fire. We can enhance someone's health. Keep boosting Reginald. I kind of want to do Mothra. Because last time we played Mothra, Mothra ran out of health by the time it hatched. We'll do Mothra. Is it all? Dear, dear tree. And ant. Yes, we have the bad ant. Tempting to spend you. If only so that we can start trying to find out what that does. To make Brelix happy, we'll make our stupid ant. Amoeba? We can find out what you are. You are... can be sacrificed without dying. Trouble is, Wolf doesn't win here. We can squirrel Wolf for these two. We save you for later. I don't care about minimizing the damage from that by 1. We're still too short from being able to play bird. Can I just die here? For all of that was 1 possum. Oh well, possum is good enough to become me, and then I insta-win. I am carrying hard. Ay ay ay. My pelts are the finest. I can have 2 golden pelts here. So. Okay. Add... giving flying to this thing's multi-attack is somewhat tempting. Never use Turkey Vulture. It's too expensive. Okay. Dear, dear. Then become Mothra. And a golden pelt block. Rabbit pelt block. Becomes Mothra. Free worker ant. Victory. Dear? I don't like how expensive you are. I'm not sure I have 2 copies of anything. Apparently I do. I can hyper golden pelt. That seems bad. Let's test out what it does with the rabbit one. Yeah, okay. It would have been bad to do that to the 2. We can still see. If we go to the converter thing and it converts it into more than a normal regular 1 rabbit pelt, maybe it's useful for doing. I can insta-win. Squirrel onto me equals victory. Tons of extra money. I don't have stuff that costs 3. I guess we take Grizzly. Adding frog block to Reginald seems somewhat useful. Okay, ninja? A man stood before you, a man you recognize immediately. The Trapper. You reach out to examine his wares, but he stops you. Today you will supply the pelts. It's frightening. Strange frog, leaping trap. Okay. Squirrel. Now do we go with pack rat or elk? I kind of like elk. The elk will automatically move back and forth clearing those 2. guess we find out how the traps work. Yeah, so they work as advertised, and instead they become pelts. Elk is fantastic against this guy. We do nothing this turn. Same again. Another squirrel. 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 Pack rat. They don't get to have a turn, sure. I'm gonna run out of stuff. Golden pelt. Wolf pelt, you're blocking that. Wolf pelt, you're blocking that. Stink bug, sure. Wolf pelt, you're blocking that. Strange lava. Do I steal his snake to become the lava? We'll block with the golden pelt. Amoeba is a yes. Amoeba can become strange lava. Golden pelt block you. Golden pelt block you. Reginald. Oh, we'll miss you. Okay, we win. Phase 1. What does he do? Exquisite pelts, but the cycle must continue. Let's trade. Powerful cards, I will accept only the finest pelts for them. So he's got Grizzly with Stink, Grizzly with Flying Block, Shark with Spikes, which is pointless because the shark has got water, Bird with Move Side to Side, Bat with Auto Block, which when it has 1 health is kind of crap, Snake with Move Side to Side, Elk with Spikiness isn't the worst, it does have a reasonable amount of health, and Coyote with Insta-Kill. Coyote with Insta-Kill is tempting out of those to me. Oh, I have to trade or else he gets all the big strong things. Okay. Okay. Well, I have tons of bones to spend on the coyote. The coyote can kill the elk. kill the snake, ideally. Yeah. So, and goodbye stink bug, hello that. That kills snake. Go. Ah, too much damage in one turn. Rip. Well, all the other people have done board wipes. So I was expecting, like, a board wipe effect. Free? With only a kind of acceptable stats. And gives us a free thing. He takes a picture. I was expecting... Yes, Somna! If the previous two people have done board wipes, why wouldn't the third bosso also do a board wipe? Fishing Man kind of board wipes. Well, he's kept us on no board because of stealing. We've kind of had no board because of him. Don't know why you show me this every time. Why do you show us this every time? It seems wasteful. Skunk, adder, corpse maggots. You are at least free. Take the free. Because this game is crazy. This game is always doing something. Okay. The badger thing. Still haven't noticed where my deck goes? Nope, if the game isn't going to explicitly tell me, it's on the game. Bridge. We can make stinky or free. Making something free seems absurdly good. I can only make wolf free. Well, it's still better than nothing. Good.